Oh snap! What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got another battle report for you. Now, guys, as you might have heard from my last two battle reports, I am going to ETC. I am going to Greece. Right now they're basically trying to help me tailor a list to what the team needs, not necessarily what I need. And that's the one thing that is different about ETC versus your average gaming tournament that you would go to. If you go to your normal gaming tournament, you kind of want to bring a balanced list to try to figure out, all odds and ends. Like, I'm going to fight against a demon player, so I might have to bring up this, bring this setup. But then, what if somebody comes in with war machines on a highborn elf list, and you want to bring this? Or I'm fighting a dwarf player, I need something to counter this. And then if I'm fighting against a close combat army like Beastmen, I need to make sure I bring this. So you start to bring like an all-around list, and that's usually how I tailor my lists. Now, that is not what they want me to do here. They want me to bring a very close combat heavy, like, destroy them list. And in all honesty, guys, I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you, is by the way, if you keep hearing that ring, that's Len just keep messaging me right now. But anyways, I'm just gonna finish this report. But in all fairness, in all honesty, guys, I bring a very shooting army usually. So it's kind of a different play style for me. My thought process is that to try to shoot an opponent down, whittle them down before we get there. So I kind of tailored their list a little bit to my play style with what they want me to bring. They want me to bring 3 Arachnorocks. I'm not feeling the third one. I love 2. I love the idea of 2. So I dropped the trolls, got a second A-Rock. They want me to bring the savages back. I'm bringing the savages back. They're coming back. Look at this. Bam! Right there. 37 strong savages with the BSB in the front. You can see that BSB banner just up high with that dead dwarf in the front, which is cool. Alright, in this game I bring out Longshot and King Koopa. Longshot is a Goblin with the Skull Splitter shotgun, and then a King Koopa. Right now, this game right here was going to make or break if both of these guys will stick into the list for me, and you'll see more or less what happens. Over here, I have 1 unit of Squig Hoppers, 6 Squig Hoppers. I don't have actual models yet. I was going to go buy the models, and holy fuck balls, they're expensive. Jesus Christ. Then I was like, dude, I could just glue some guys on top. I am not gonna go ahead and buy like a shit ton of these guys for extreme amounts. Here's the BSB. Here's a way better picture of the BSB. He needs his own picture. This is Boss Doom, the Herald of Gork. Alright? He is definitely a BSB worth noting right here. Over here I have my Orcs with crossbows. I also have my Goblin Shaman, Goblin Joe, or Baxter. Either way, I got Goblin Joe and Baxter. I have 2 Splatterers. This is going to be a proxy for the time being of one of my Arachnorocks or Gargantulas. So this is as I call it, the Mega Chicken Rock. That is the name of it, and you will see it in all its glory when it's built. My actual chicken rock that I'm building. Over here I got a my boss Dread Iron Tooth on his Wyvern Nidhogg. He has 7 attacks, 2 up, 4 up, and then the Wyvern has 3 attacks, and then there's a Thunder Stomp, or a Stomp, not Thunder, but just regular Stomp. Over here, original A-Rock, the Gargantula, and then both of them have Web Launcher upgrades. Over here I got a unit of 20 Goblins, common Goblins, hand weapon shield with short bows, and they also have the other Goblin Shaman with them, which is, this one's Baxter, the other one's this one's Goblin Joe, the other one's Baxter. For my brother, he came out and he actually is trying out a whole different list. I told you that last game we played against each other, which was like 2 games ago, he brought out his list that he just wasn't feeling. He was not liking it. So we were talking about it. We mentioned it before, and we mentioned it again, bringing out a Chaos Ogre list. So he's like, all right, I'm going to try it out. So he's going to go ahead and do it. And he drops, he has to drop all his Nobblers and all that extra shit that he has to bring. But right here, he has a unit of Tribesmen, 8 Tribesmen, or I think it's 7 Tribesmen, and the Fire Shaman, right? The Tribesmen have the Mark of Nurgle, or Mark of Pestilence. The whole unit has Mark of Pestilence, so they're -1 to hit in the front. They do have Iron Fist and Heavy Armor, so they're 4 up armor, and they have Parry. So on average having to hit them on 5s. Did not expect that. That's kind of cool. Over here he has his unit of mercenary veterans. They do have in this game a pair of pistols, as well as they have the Mark of Wrath, so they're +1 to hit in close combat, and they cannot fail Fear and Panics. Over here he has a unit of what are these guys called? Bruisers, and they also have the +1 to hit. And then over here, this guy right here in this giant base, that is going to be his Rockhorn for this game. He eventually gets another model for the Rockhorn, so but not right now. Right now, this is what he's using as a proxy for the moment. So this is going to be his Rockhorn. On the right, you can see he has 4 cannoneers. Those cannoneers, aka lead belchers, they do have the Mark of Change, so they can just shoot whatever the hell they want at any time, which is actually pretty badass. I mean, that is really cool to have. The Rockhorn does have the Mark of Lust, so he could reroll charge distances. And then back there, he has a Frost Mammoth, which also has, I think, the Mark of Lust. I want to say it has the Mark of Lust. And then he has the 2 Tusker Raiders, and they also have the Mark of Lust. Over here for his magic spells, he got Burning Ramparts, Burning Bolt, and Smoldering Embers, as well as the Fireball on the ring. For my guys, I have the level 2 Goblins. I got both Goblins. One has Sneaky Stabbing, Itchy Nuisance, and Evil Eye. The other one has Evil Eye and Night Shroud. I also have a Fireball. So, we go ahead and we line up like this. We just kind of line up across each other. I have Coop on the flank with Longshot on the flank because I see that Rockhorn coming, and I need to protect, to be honest, behind the building on the right side, at the back side, you can see I have crossbows and I have common goblins. One of my issues right now, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys if you guys are watching this, is for some fucktard reason I have, I can't find a spot to put these common goblins that I feel good with. In all honesty, I probably should have moved the orcs with crossbows over about a couple inches to the right and put the common goblins right in between the orcs and the savages. That's probably the best spot I should have put them in. I didn't. I don't know why. It's not like they're not a regular unit that I normally bring, so it's not like something I'm thinking about. And also, the other issue I'm coming up with is where do I put 2 A-Rocks? I should just probably separate the A-Rocks, put them on 2 flanks. But I kind of put them together here just to kind of offer that threat. On the left side, it's overpowered. The right side's kind of weak, so Koopa has to kind of watch the right side for himself. Anyways, Vanguards, I go ahead and I move up a long shot behind this building, and this is kind of how we lined up here. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 1. Now, he did drop his whole army, or I dropped my whole army first, like after halfway through. So I'm going to go first. So I go ahead and I move up 1 A-Rock on the left, the other A-Rock on top of the hill, or not on top of the hill, on the side of the hill. Dread just goes on top of the hill. Dread's not worried because this Ogre army has no shooting. I do move up the Savages a bit, the Orcs stay back, and it kind of just pins in my Goblins with short bows. The Goblins with short bows can't do shit back there, and I'm wasting a whole unit and a wizard by doing that, and I realize that. I move Koopa to the left side of the building. I move the Nashers chilling, the Squig Hoppers chilling right behind that building, turned the other way, just in case for some reason he gets through, gets by Koopa. Those Nashers will be able to attack whoever comes the other way, and if not, I'm just going to be able to jump over the building on the next turn. Longshot just went all the way to the right side, so that way he can't see me, and I can just pick at him. And then this is kind of what I was telling you about with Koopa and the Nashers. Magic Phase got 5 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up 2 dice onto Sneaky Stab, and I get it off, and I throw it onto the Crossborks. I go ahead and I throw 3 dice onto Night Shroud. He stops it. Then I go, or I'm sorry, I get it off actually. I thought he was going to stop it, and he failed to roll, or he failed his roll to get it. So I go ahead and I throw it off, and it gives a bubble to -1 to hit to this whole chunk of land here. Look at this. This is like prime real estate here with all -1 to hit. Over here, I'm going to start off the shooting phase. Shooting phase, web launcher shoots at these guys. Ends up killing off one of the man-eaters, actually, which is pretty cool and gives them dangerous terrains. Over here, I shoot my splatterer. It misfires. I shoot the second splatterer, and it kills off another man-eater. Direct hit. And the other web launcher, I think, missed entirely. Over here, the Crossborks are going to start shooting. They shoot at the man-eaters, kill off one more man-eater. I'm like, fuck those man-eaters. To be honest, I looked across the field, and those man-eaters have a 5-up armor. I'm like, I'm not going to deal with them. They have poison too. And that's one of the biggest things too, is they have poison with shooting. They could shoot apart my A-Rocks, both of them. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to give them that much of an opportunity. And that's about it. It's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Ogre Khan's turn 1. Ogre Khan turn 1. He moves his Mournfangs here. He moves his Rockhorn and everybody up a little bit. He has to move up a little bit. He does this one thing that kind of I noticed right early on, is he moves his Tribesmen, this big anvil unit that he has that's like hard to hit, into the forest. And I see that as a mistake on his part, because if he's in the forest, he doesn't get steadfast. Magic Face, he got 8 power dice. He goes ahead and he throws up a shit ton of dice onto Burning Ramparts, and he rolls so high that I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to dispel it. He could have that spell for now. I'm going to have to turn it off, though. He goes ahead and he does the Tribute, kills off 4 guys with it. Or, I'm sorry, actually, that was the Burning Ramparts itself. It kills off 4 guys. Then he goes ahead and he throws Burning Bolts. I stopped that. That was actually the one I was afraid of, to be honest. That was the one that has, like, D3... per rank and file, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't let that one go through. He's going to just destroy my horde. So I stopped that one. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I have to use my Dispel Scroll. That's what I did. I had to use my Dispel Scroll early on. Over here, Lead Belcher's going to start shooting, and they shoot at my... Orcs with crossbows. They only kill off 1 because that -1 to hit. That's awesome. Over here, these guys with the freaking pistols, they're going to start shooting. They only kill off 1 orc, and it's going to go ahead and start off my turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. So, Koopa is charging into these fucking Mournfangs again. If you just watched that battle report with me versus my brother like a couple battle reports ago, it fucking happens again. Koopa has to charge it. Now, here's the deal. I'm hoping I actually charge and do some wounds this time. Kill a freaking a Mournfang and overrun into that Rockhorn. I'm hoping that's exactly what happens. Over here, I couldn't move my Savages. They're in a bad spot right now. The reason why the Savages are turned a bit is the ideal matchup here is my Savages versus his Iron Guts. I want my thought process here is shoot the crap out of his Man-Eaters, which I'm doing. Have the Savages go for the Iron Guts, and have the 2 Spiders go for the Tribesmen. The Tribesmen, they're only strength 4. They're going to have a really hard time wounding my double A-Rocks. Or the Mega Chicken Rock. And then I need to have Koopa finish off those Tuskers and run into his Rockhorn, kill off his Rockhorn, and have my shooting just basically take out the Man-Eaters and the Lead Belchers, right? So, that's my thought process. I can't move the Savages, though, because they kind of turn, but then they're in the fucking... But they have that Burning Ramparts, and if I move, that's freaking like 30-something wound or hits I have to take, and that's just not worth it. Magic Phase, come on. Magic Phase, I got 10 power dice. I go ahead and I dispel that fucking spell. I have to. Alright, so I go ahead and I throw up... I try to do the Night Shroud, he stops it. I go ahead and I throw up the Evil Eye, he stops it. I go ahead into Shooting Phase. Shooting Phase, the Web Launcher does 2 wounds here. This Web Launcher goes ahead and misses entirely. These guys over here with the crossbows kill off another Man-Eater. And then a Long Shot finally gets a shot in and hits this guy and does 2 wounds onto him. And then the Rock Lava, oh, there's a lot of goddamn shooting, God. The Rock Lava shoots at this guy, misses. It doesn't do shit, and the other Rock Lava wasn't able to shoot because he misfired the turn before. Over here, Koopa! Koopa killed one of the son of a bitches. 3 wounds. This son of a bitch attacks back, does 1 wound back. I did a charge and 3 wounds. I'm up by 4. He did a wound, and he has +2 for banners because he has the war banner on that bastard because I'm the dumbass who told him to do that. He rolls to see if he's going to run. He breaks literally by that one. That one difference made him freaking break. He runs. The only problem here, and this is one mistake I made, was I maximized models by putting Koopa in between both. But when he peeled off the one that died, he peeled the one off on the right, my right, his left, which means the center to center changes. So he runs, and he runs away crooked as hell like so. I was hoping to overrun into that Rockhorn, and I did this wrong. I so did this wrong. Oh my God. So now he gets away over there, and I decide not to chase, because if I chase, I'm going to get charged by a fucking Rockhorn. That's not going to be pleasant. Alright? So I just decide I'm going to sit back and let him just be his own chaff. Turn to Ogre Khans. he decides he's going to try to charge his Rockhorn into the Savages. It's not that far of a charge, and he gets to reroll the charge distance, too. He decides to charge his Man-Eaters into the Savages, and then he decides to... that's about it. He fails the charge here and here. So he moves up his Tribesmen, he moves up his Guts, he moves up his Frosthorn, right? Magic Phase, he get 5 power dice, he throws the fucking 5 dice on that fucking same spell again. God damn it, man. That fucking Burning Rampart sucks. Burns off 2 guys, the Tribute hits, kills off like another guy. Fuck! Alright. These guys are going to start shooting. They turn sideways because they had nobody else to shoot at, and they start shooting at my squigs. And they only kill off, I think, maybe 1 squig. These guys here start... Did he try to shoot with these guys? Remember what? He didn't fail a charge. He ended up taking the charge. He retracted his charge here. He's like, you know what? I'm not charging with these guys because he wanted to move up, shoot, kill off 3 or more Savages. That is it. There's no close combat. It's going to start off turn 3 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 3 Orcs and Goblins. Koopa is charging into the ass. I'm sorry, not into the ass. Into the side of that Rockhorn. I decided I was going to charge the squigs into the Rockhorn, and then I realized that if I charge into that and he destroys the 5 of them or 6 of them into combat, I am going to lose combat for Koopa. So I decided not to. And what I ended up doing, I have to text him again. Chewy, I am making a video right now. Call you back. This is going to be like a new thing. Watch. Alright. So I decided to charge the Squig Hoppers into that Mournfang that rallied. He only has 3 wounds. He'll take impact hits. These guys are attacking first. I should be able to kill that guy right now, and that'll be a good use of points, you know. And I'll have Koopa. Koopa, I know for a fact can take out that Rockhorn. I know for a fact I'm getting a side flank. Okay, I have the Goblin backstabbing Dirk, which is getting +2 strength, plus armor piercing. So that freaking Goblin, King Koopa, is going in strength 6, -4 armor. Okay? That's insane. I should be able to destroy that guy right there, right? So I charge in, and I got the double charge going on over here. I decide, fuck the bullshit, charging in with both A-Rocks into that forest. I'm taking out that unit right there. I got friggin' poison. All I gotta do is a couple wounds. As long as he doesn't do enough wounds back, he doesn't have steadfast. He will lose combat, and that unit's going to break. I'm going to overrun into his Frosthorn. The other one should probably overrun and just go forward. And I basically break a hole in the middle of his unit, right? In his anvil right there. So I'm like, alright, fuck it. They get in, they get in, they get in. Everybody gets in. The damn Savages have to stay put because that fucking Burning Rampart. Magic Phase got 7 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up 2 dice onto Evil Eye. And what the fuck is that bullshit? 2? Seriously, I need a 4. How the hell do you fail a 4? Okay? It's a 4, alright? Which means I really only need to roll a 2 and a 1, which is 3. And I failed it with double 1s. God damn it. I know technically if I rolled a 3, it'd still fail, but damn. What the fuck? Go ahead and I try it with the other Shaman, get it off, and I burn 1 Savage or Man-Eater by 2 wounds or whatever. I go ahead and I do 3 dice. 3 dice onto Sneaky Stabbing to allow Koopa to reroll hits and wounds, and my brother dispels it. He's like, that one's not going through. Shooting Phase, Rock Lava shoots at the Man-Eaters. I try to shoot at the far Man-Eater so it doesn't hit my A-Rock. It drifts off, does nothing. This Rock Lava just drifted off, did nothing. These guys over here start shooting at the Man-Eaters, kill off 1 of the Man-Eaters, do 2 wounds onto another one. Long shot here, shot at the freaking Frosthorn, does 1 wound. Koopa gets hit. He does 1 wound onto Koopa, and Koopa fails all his fucking rolls. I am not kidding. I failed to hit. Not the wound. I failed to hit all 7 attacks. God damn it, Koopa. I still won combat. I charged and got a flank. But he does 1 wound, and he is going to stick there. He's stubborn anyways. Over here, these guys are going to go in. Impact hits, does 1 wound. Then I go ahead and I throw out 9 attacks. 9 attacks from the fucking squigs. And look at this fucking roll. I don't understand this. Like, how in the hell did I roll so many attacks and I only hit 2. And on those 2, I don't even think I wounded. I might have wounded. No, I didn't wound once at all. I only needed to do one more wound. One more wound. This is 9 attacks from just the Nashers themselves, and they fail to fucking do a goddamn thing. This guy attacks back, kills 4. And then he fucking makes me over, or he breaks me in combat. He has a banner, the war banner, did 4 wounds. That's fucking 6 to my 3 or 4. I lose combat, and they're gonna run, and I believe he might chase, actually. I think he chases me down and kills me. Whatever. Over here, close combat, alright? So these guys are gonna go ahead. They do 1 wound. 1 wound. Okay? And I'm like, ah ha ha ha. They only did 1 wound. I'm sorry, that was 1 wound from the tribesman, not the shaman. The shaman has a great weapon, so the shaman's still gonna go. So I'm like, alright, cool. All I gotta do, I got freaking 16 spider attacks. 16 spider attacks. I should be able to fuck some guy up, right? I go and I swing, and he's like, they have to hit me on 5s. And I'm like, seriously, 5s? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, why? And he's like, because I got parry and the mark of pestilence. And I was like, son of a bitch, it's okay. I just need a couple poisons. All I got was a couple poisons. 2 to be exact. 2 fucking wounds. That's it. Everything else missed. He was just like livid. He goes ahead and attacks with his dude. He does 2 wounds here. And he actually wins combat. And it puts me in the shittiest spot ever, because now I'm going to get pincered by his man-eaters, pincered by his freaking iron guts. What the fuck? Oh my god, I stick because I'm stubborn, and it's going to start off his turn 3. Holy shit, here it comes. This guy who ran down my squigs is chasing down Longshot, which I did not expect to be in this position, to be honest. He pincers me in like so. His freaking frost horn's there, which is dropping my initiative. And this guy gets in. This is just nasty. Magic phase. He gets 5 power dice, and he goes in and he throws up Smoldering Ember, I believe, onto his man-eaters. He gets it off with triple 6s. Okay? And I stop it with double 6s. That's fucking insane. That's crazy. He was like, what the hell? Look at his roll. He has 18, 19, 24, 25. Alright? I have 22, 26, 27. Oh, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, that happened. Alright, over here, this guy just kills Longshot. That sucks. I was like, you bastard, Chewy. I'm going to tell you right now, Chewy, if you're watching my video, you're a bastard, because doing this probably just got Longshot booted from the team. Alright, over here, he does, Koopa fears the fucking Rockhorn. Koopa cares, guys. Fucking whiffs. Or, I'm sorry, I do. He hits me 4 times, wounds me 4 times. I made 4 armor and ward saves, or regen saves. I failed to wound him at all. He fucking wins combat, turns around, and I stick there in combat. What the hell? Over here, man-eaters are going. They ended up doing. Oh, I'm sorry. The impact hits a Longo and does 2 wounds onto my guy. And these guys impact hits and do, I think, nothing to the A-Rock here. His general here, with his Kadali's Maul, which I realized after this game or during this game, this is something that we rectify the problem, because he has the Hell Fist, which is what's getting everybody the Chaos Marks. But then he also gave his guy Kadali's Maul, which is a magical weapon. So I'm like, I don't think you could do that. First of all, I don't think you have a magical weapon with the Iron Fist, but if I'm wrong, you guys could correct me. But then we rectified this problem. I mean, whatever. It's a game between me and my brother, so it's easy to figure out stuff like this. But he goes with this guy with Kadali's Maul, hits me on like 2s, wounds me on like 3s, and multiplies the wounds and destroys the A-Rock. Overruns into the B-Rock, or C-Rock, the Croc, the Mega Chicken Rock. And then impact hits, does 2 wounds. He goes ahead and swings with his general again and kills my freaking Chicken Rock. That's like seriously like my heart like just like right down to my ass. Okay, I'm like, how in the fucking world is that even possible? Wow, that just went south so fast at the 24-minute mark. Wow. He's going to reform facing this way towards my savages. It's going to start off turn 4 orcs and goblins. Man, I'm going to leave it on this page for a second. I should have been able to kill his Rockhorn with Koopa. Didn't. I should have been able to kill that fucking Mornfang with my Squigs. Didn't. I should have been able to fucking kill those fucking tribesmen with my spiders. Didn't. Everything died very gloriously for ogres. That's insane. It's going to start off my turn 4. I'm like, well, fuck it. I might as well just charge in. I really don't care right now. Right now, I'm like, this is just getting nasty. I'm gonna charge. I think I still have burning embers on me anyway, so I'm just like, well, I'm gonna get charged if you don't. If you charge me, either way, I'm gonna get hit. Either he's gonna charge me and get a shit ton of impact hits, or I'm gonna charge him, at least do impact hits back, but I'm gonna take fucking burning fire, ramparts, whatever. I'm gonna charge Dread in, and they all get in. Bam! Right there. Burning embers kills off 6, 7 guys. Okay. I move this guy right here, so he's 6 inches away from my savages. He's able to do the freaking aura. That's what I'm going to try to do. Magic Phase got 10 power dice. I decide I'm going to dispel the burning ramparts, because if I win combat and they run, which I need to chase, I will lose more guys. So I have to turn off the burning ramparts. I go ahead and I throw up Itchy Nooses to lower their initiative by 2, because he's still lowering some of my initiative, so I have to play the initiative game. And then I use my Raging Fire ability to kill off one of the freaking Gled Belchers, right? So, I have Raging Fire, by the way, guys. If you guys don't know, if you guys are watching this and you're like, why does he have Raging Fire? Goblin Shamans could take any attribute from the opposing, or from any wizard on the table. So I took it from his Shaman, and I have Fire attribute. So I go ahead and I shoot these guys at the Lead Belchers, kill off one more Lead Belcher. I'm trying to force a panic check, doesn't happen. I go ahead and I shoot the frickin' Stone Thrower here, the splatter into his Frosthorn, does 1 wound, or 3 wounds, I'm sorry, 3 wounds here. I go ahead and I shoot this one at it, and it destroys the fucking Frosthorn. Good! Now my initiative is way higher than his. And it causes this unit of tribesmen to actually panic, and they start running away this way, which is great for me too, because now that counter charge isn't there. Goes into close combat. Close combat, he challenges. I have to accept. I don't know why I accepted with my general. I was like, I should have accepted. Oh, I remember why. Because my champ fucking died to the burning ramparts. So it's either giving him my BSB or give him my general. My general actually has an opportunity to live because he has a ward save. Oh, man. Anyways, over here, impact hits does 2 wounds onto his fucking guy here. My general goes, swings, does 1 wound. He goes ahead and he attacks back. He gets off 3 wounds, and they multiply, and they just destroy my general. Holy shit, that maul is disgusting. Over here, as you can see, I was really just trying to break bodyguard. I was just trying to break the bodyguard. So I still got a charge. I still have banner, BSB, war banner, a rank. I killed his fucking man-eaters to a man, alright? But they only had... Wow. They actually... That's fucked up. I didn't even think about that. I did 6 wounds there. 6 wounds. 2 banners. Oh, I remember. 6 wounds, 3 banners. Rank, that's 10. 11 with the charge. Alright? 12 with the wound that Dread did to the guy. He did 1 wound back here. Okay? But his wounds on Dread was like a 6 or 7 wounds or 8 wounds or some shit crazy. Which means he didn't lose by much. He did lose combat. His BSB and his general are staring at my guys right now. They did lose combat. Okay? But he fucking rolls. I mean, he needs like a 4 or a 3 rerollable, and he rolls Snake Eyes. They stick in combat, and that's pretty much game right now. But anyways, let's continue on. Over here, Koopa does 1 wound or 2 wounds onto this asshole. This asshole goes back and kills Koopa, and it's gonna start off turn 4. Ogre Cons. He's gonna charge his Rockhorn into the. I reformed it to ranks, by the way. He's gonna charge both his Iron Guts and his Rockhorn into my savages, and they get smashed in like so. And magic phase, he got 3 power dice. He goes ahead and throws up Smoldering Ember on these guys here to make their toughness harder. Shooting phase, these guys here decide to shoot the one shaman I try to use the aura. That didn't happen. And then close combat, he just starts crushing them with impact hits. My savages kill off one dude here, and they just destroy all my savages between all the attacks. Okay. And they're just kind of coming this way. Turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm already losing, but I'm going out swinging. So I go ahead and I do magic. Magic, I got 8 power dice. I go ahead. Come on, stop freaking freezing on the pictures on me and let me see the next picture. I go ahead and I throw up Sneaky Stabbing on these guys. Get it off. Then I go ahead and I throw up the Fireball and the Evil Eye. He stops both of those. I go ahead and I shoot the Rock Lava into his General. And it hits a direct hit. A direct fucking hit. I should be able to kill his fucking general, and he fucking passes that ward save. God damn it! Alright, shoot the other rock lava. It drifts off, doesn't do shit. I go ahead and I shoot all the goblins into his guy here. Does another wound here. I shoot the crossbows into his rock horn, and he kills the rock horn. Starts off his turn 5, and he's going to charge in, and I decide just to flee because they're just going to die anyways. A very horrible, horrible death. And I flee off the table. Yeah, it was going to be a horrible death, guys. Man, that game went downhill fast. Rewatching the game, I remember playing the game and feeling like this list sucked to me or whatever. I looked at it right now, and the list wasn't bad. My list wasn't bad. That was some seriously bad luck. That was some seriously bad luck with the Squigs rear charging. It was some seriously bad luck doing the Koopa not being able to pop the rock horn or even get the flank on the rock horn when I wanted the flank on the rock horn. It was seriously bad luck on him chasing down my squigs and eating up long shot. It was really bad luck on, I started off strong. When I started, look, he has no man eaters left. I killed his rock horn and his frost horn with shooting. I didn't utilize my goblins correctly. I get that. I do like having 4 technical stone throwers. That's kind of awesome to me. You know, just stone thrower, web launcher, weaken them up, then charge in. That combat with the double A-Rocks against his tribesmen was my crushing defeat. That broke my heart there. I usually, if you watch a lot of games with me against my brother, I throw 1 A-Rock into those tribesmen and they stick there the whole game until eventually I win or I get help, right? But this combat right there was just like, holy crap, I couldn't hit him for the life of me. And I was so confident that I was going to break them in combat and just make them run out of the trees and just eat them up, right? But that just did not happen. The combat with Dread was kind of like at that point of the game, I really didn't care. I was like, sure, you can have Dread. The Burning Ramparts, honestly, my brother's played a very good game. He played a very good game. If he didn't put that Burning Ramparts on every round on my savages, the game would have been a totally different game. It really would have. Revisiting the list, one thing I am going to do, on this one, I ended up dropping Longshot for a Git launcher for the upcoming tournament. This is the last game I actually played. This is like the Friday before the Blood in the Dojo tournament, which is a primer to the Blood in the Sun event in Chicago. I dropped Longshot for a Git launcher, a Doom Diver. Okay, and I don't think I take two units of Nasher hoppers, but I really want to. Those I actually like. The mobility, I like the fact that they could jump over things, I like the fact that they're flying, I like their impact hits. They are a very useful utility unit, and I like them. I'm still keeping Koopa, even though Koopa, he really did hold up the Rockhorn for like 3 rounds or so like that. But I think that my deployment kind of screwed me, and I do believe that my brother outplayed me. He really did outplay me. He beat the crap out of me, and he was really happy because he's like, "This is the first time I actually beat you since like November." So I was like, "Yeah, I know." So he played a very good game. MVP, it's not the spiders. I'll tell you that right now. It's not Koopa. Splatters, I guess. Splatters at least killed the Rockhorn and the Frosthorn. No, they didn't kill the Rockhorn. They just killed the Frosthorn. Crossbows did a good job, actually. Crossbows killed the Rockhorn, killed off a couple lead belchers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to. I'm gonna give it to my Crossborks. I mean, they actually did decent damage. They killed the Rockhorn. Yeah, but Koopa softened up the Rockhorn. Now I'm gonna give it to the Splatterers. I guess my War Machines. Oh man, that sucks. Couldn't give it to Dread. Couldn't give it to the Savages. Savages were actually in combat, which is pretty nice. In a decent combat, they actually killed the Man-Eaters, which would have been great. If I had that chance to sacrifice to his guy, I wish I would have, because then I would have just been able to break his combat and have my general still. Even though he would have wounded me and did probably the same thing, 6 wounds. Having my general alive would make a difference. Lowering the initiative, being able to give myself -1 to hit, it really messed up his shooting. So that's pretty cool. Besides that, guys, though, this is the last game before the dojo tournament. I got 3 games in coming up from the dojo, Blood in the Dojo. And I got another game afterwards against Len. I'm still playing with the ETC list. Now, like I said, guys, I'm going to Greece. Right now, I am not a rich man. I'm just letting you guys know that. If you guys can help out, anything helps. Anything helps. I am making a GoFundMe page, which apparently will not save for the life of me. I have been trying. It keeps on telling me keep trying. But yeah, it says we're working on it. Whatever. I'm trying to make a GoFundMe page to help donate to help donate money to help me go out there, because it is expensive as hell to fly out to Greece. It is expensive as hell to stay out in Greece, and I don't make that much money. I have my own business here at in Chicago that I have to pay 2 overheads, my overhead here and overhead at home. Anything you guys could do to help me with some airfare, that would be greatly appreciated and very helpful. Now, I am, if you guys haven't hit like and subscribe, that would be great if you guys could do that as well. I am almost up to 1,000 subscribers, and that is another goal of mine that's going on right now. I do change up the list a little bit, like I mentioned, and if you guys have any comments or feedback, please leave them in the comment section below. Besides that, I feel like I'm rushing the end here, probably because I have to go to the bathroom. But yeah, I think that's about it. You'll see how this list. I'm gonna do minor tweaks. Like I said, get rid of long shot, add another unit of Nashers, add a War Machine, and we'll see how the minor tweaks will help out the list to the dojo tournament. All right, guys. Well, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace. Leave some comment. Leave some feedback. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me for this trip to Greece. That's awesome, and I hope to not let any of you guys down. I need to do some major work on my list to make sure I am a better player before I get out there, okay? Because this is not the same list I've been playing back in April, or back in March, actually. This is a totally different list. So this is I need some more practice with this list, and I need to figure out how to deal with certain opponents. And obviously they want me to play against certain opponents, which I get. So that is what I want to be able to do. So guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care, peace, and later.